Welcome to my channel. HD Rare Coins 111. In this video I tell you about the United States of America Lincoln 1-cent penny, which are most valuable and rare. If you interested, please subscribe my channel. Thanks. Top 1. The United States of America has a rich history of coins, many of which have become iconic over the years. One of the most famous and sought-after coins is the Lincoln 1-cent penny, which has been part of American currency since its introduction in 1909. Today, we're going to explore an intriguing and rare piece of history, the 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny. This coin, while seemingly simple and ordinary, holds an incredible value that has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists around the world. When we think of pennies, we often envision the familiar copper-colored coin, used to buy a small item or perhaps tossed into a jar at home. The Lincoln penny is one of the longest-running coins in the U.S. mint's history. However, not all pennies are created equal. Some pennies, particularly those produced in certain years or under specific conditions, can be worth far more than their face value. Let's start with the basics. The 1975 penny was issued as part of a regular run of coins from the U.S. Mint. These coins were made to carry President Abraham Lincoln's image on the front, with the familiar 1 cent inscription on the reverse side. For the most part, these coins are not rare, and they are easy to find in circulation. However, certain 1975 pennies have a unique history that makes them incredibly valuable. In fact, a small number of 1975 pennies were accidentally struck with the wrong type of planchet. A planchet is the metal disc that is stamped with the design to create a coin. If the wrong material is used or there is an error in the minting process, it can create a rare, misstruck coin. One of the most sought-after pennies of all time is the 1975 Lincoln penny that was mistakenly made from the wrong metal, copper instead of zinc-coated steel, which is what was used for most pennies after 1982. This mistake, combined with its age and rarity, has given the coin a stunning value. When talking about rare coins like this one, we must also mention the concept of graded condition. Grading is how coin collectors determine the quality of a coin, considering factors such as wear, color, and the clarity of the design. A penny that has been well preserved with minimal wear can fetch a much higher price than one that has been damaged or heavily circulated. A 1975 penny that is graded as a mint state or high quality could be worth much more than one that has seen years of use. Coins like the 1975 Lincoln penny are often sold at auction or through private sales, and they can be a great investment for collectors who have an eye for these valuable pieces of history. As interest in rare coins continues to grow, so does the competition among collectors. Some are willing to pay large sums of money for these prized pennies, recognizing their historical significance and their potential for future value. So, how much could you actually get for a 1975 penny in top condition? Well, while most 1975 pennies are worth only their face value of 1 cent, there are some exceptional coins that have sold for incredible amounts. The most famous of these is the 1975 Lincoln 1-cent penny with a unique error, which has been known to fetch a mind-blowing price. Collectors and investors have reported seeing bids reaching as high as $85,000. That's right, $85,000 for a single penny. This remarkable value for such a humble coin demonstrates the fascinating world of coin collecting and the importance of looking at your pocket change with a keen eye. So, if you happen to come across a 1975 Lincoln penny, remember to inspect it carefully. You might just be holding a piece of history worth an incredible amount of money. Top 2. The world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories and hidden treasures, and one of the most intriguing examples of this is the 1976 Lincoln 1-cent penny from the United States. While most people view pennies as small, insignificant pieces of currency that hardly make a dent in their daily purchases, the truth is that some of these pennies are anything but ordinary. Among them is the 1976 Lincoln penny, a coin that, when found in the right condition or with certain rare characteristics, can be worth a small fortune. Let's take a trip back in time to 1976, when the United States was celebrating its bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of the nation's independence. The U.S. Mint produced a variety of special coins that year, including limited edition quarters and half dollars featuring bicentennial designs. However, the standard Lincoln 1-cent penny, which had been in circulation for decades, continued to be minted as well. The 1976 penny, like most others from this time, was intended to be a simple, everyday coin, but some of them would become incredibly valuable due to rare errors or unique characteristics. To understand the potential worth of a 1976 Lincoln penny, it's important to know a little about the minting process. Each year, the U.S. Mint produces billions of pennies to keep up with the demand for small change. While the vast majority of these pennies are issued in bulk for general circulation, there are always some that stand out due to unusual factors such as minting errors. These errors can take many forms, from doubled dies to off-center strikes or even coins that were minted with the wrong metal. Such mistakes are relatively rare, and when they occur, they can result in a coin becoming a valuable collector's item. In the case of the 1976 Lincoln penny, one of the most coveted versions is the coin that was struck with an error known as a double die. This means that the design on the coin was mistakenly stamped twice, creating a doubling effect on parts of the inscription or image. On a 1976 Lincoln penny, you might notice the doubling most clearly on the date, or the letters in Liberty and In God We Trust. These small errors make the coin stand out to collectors, and a 1976 penny with a noticeable doubled die is far more valuable than a regular, unblemished penny. Another key factor in determining the value of a 1976 penny is its condition. Like many collectible items, coins are graded based on their preservation, with higher grade coins fetching more money. A 1976 penny in pristine condition, free from scratches, wear, or discoloration, will always be more valuable than one that has been circulated extensively. Coins that have been well preserved over the years can fetch a premium on the market, especially if they feature rare minting errors. So, what kind of price tag can a 1976 Lincoln penny command? While most of the 1976 pennies are worth just their face value of 1 cent, the special, error-struck versions can be worth much more. For example, a 1976 penny with a prominent double die error in excellent condition can fetch a surprising amount at auction or in private sales. Some collectors have been known to pay large sums for these rare pieces of American history. The most remarkable cases have seen the price for a 1976 Lincoln penny hit an astounding sum of $82,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny from 1976, with the right errors and in pristine condition, has been known to sell for $82,000. This incredible price highlights just how much rare coins can appreciate in value over time, especially when they are part of a collector's rare and coveted collection. For those who are just starting out in coin collecting or even those who've been collecting for years, it's important to keep your eyes peeled for these types of rare errors. Coins that might seem mundane at first glance can hide valuable features, and a little knowledge and research can go a long way in helping you discover hidden treasures in your pocket change. So, if you ever come across a 1976 Lincoln penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment to inspect it carefully for any signs of a minting error, and consider having it professionally graded. Who knows? You might just be holding a piece of American history worth a lot more than 1 cent. That small penny in your hand could very well be worth $82,000. Top 3. In the world of coin collecting, certain pieces of currency become iconic for their rarity, history, and value. Among these, the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny stands out as one of the most fascinating and sought-after coins in the United States. While most people are familiar with the standard copper-colored penny, many might not realize that certain pennies, like the 1981 Lincoln penny, can be worth far more than their face value. In fact, some of these pennies are worth tens of thousands of dollars, thanks to unique features and rare minting errors that make them extremely valuable to collectors. The 1981 Lincoln penny, produced by the U.S. Mint, was part of the ongoing series of 1-cent coins that have been in circulation for over a century. The coin features a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the familiar Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. To the casual observer, these pennies might seem no different from any other penny, especially since the 1981 version was part of a regular run of coins issued for general circulation. However, as with many other coins, there are rare and special instances where certain pennies from this year have captured the attention of collectors and numismatists. So, what makes the 1981 Lincoln penny stand out in the world of coin collecting? The answer lies in a series of rare and often overlooked minting errors that occur from time to time during production. During the minting process, the U.S. Mint uses large presses to strike designs into metal blanks, creating the finished coins. When these presses make mistakes, they can create coins with imperfections that can drastically affect their value. For the 1981 Lincoln penny, the most notable and valuable errors involve the double die and off-center strikes. A double die error occurs when the die used to imprint the design onto the penny strikes the metal blank more than once, slightly misaligning the image each time. This creates a distinctive doubling effect, where parts of the design, such as the lettering or the date, appear blurry or doubled. If you have a 1981 Lincoln penny with noticeable doubling, you may have a very rare and valuable coin. Double-die pennies are highly prized by collectors because they are relatively rare, and the more pronounced the doubling, the higher the value. Another error that can significantly increase the value of a 1981 penny is an off-center strike. This happens when the blank metal planchet is not properly aligned with the press, resulting in a coin where the design is partially or entirely missing from one side. Off-center strikes are rare and can make the coin look unusual or unique, which is exactly what collectors are looking for in rare coins. A 1981 penny with an off-center strike can be worth far more than its face value. Now, you might be wondering how much a 1981 Lincoln penny could actually be worth if you happen to find one of these rare examples. Most 1981 pennies are worth only their face value, 1 cent, but coins with specific errors can fetch incredible prices at auctions or private sales. A 1981 penny in pristine condition without any errors might be worth a little more than a regular penny, but it's the coins with rare minting flaws that command the most attention. In some cases, a well-preserved 1981 penny with a prominent double die or off-center strike can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, a few exceptionally rare 1981 Lincoln pennies have been known to sell for as much as $93,000. Yes, that's right, $93,000 for a single penny. This astounding price shows just how valuable certain coins can be, even when they come from a series that is commonly found in circulation. The value of a 1981 Lincoln penny goes far beyond its simple appearance as a 1-cent coin. With the right error, some of these pennies have become highly coveted treasures for coin collectors. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1981 penny, it's worth inspecting it closely for any signs of errors or unusual characteristics. You could be holding onto a piece of American history that could potentially be worth a small fortune. So, next time you come across a 1981 Lincoln penny, take a moment to appreciate its potential. You never know, you might just have a rare find that could be worth $93,000. It's a reminder that even the most humble coins can hold incredible value, and with a bit of knowledge and careful attention, you could be the next person to discover a hidden treasure in your spare change. Top 4. When most people think about pennies, they think of small, insignificant coins that have little value. After all, it's easy to overlook a coin that's worth just 1 cent. But in the world of coin collecting, pennies are far from ordinary. In fact, some pennies can be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity, condition, and certain unique characteristics. One such coin is the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny. While the 1981 penny may seem like a regular coin, there are certain rare versions of it that have become highly valuable to collectors. Today, we're going to explore why the 1981 Lincoln penny could be worth far more than its face value and what makes it so desirable in the coin collecting world. The 1981 Lincoln penny was part of the regular series of 1-cent coins minted by the U.S. Mint, and like many other years, it was intended for general circulation. These coins feature a portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front and the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. However, when you look closer, you'll find that not all 1981 pennies are created equal. While most of these pennies can be found in your spare change jar or tossed around as everyday currency, some of them contain rare, valuable minting errors that have turned them into highly sought-after collectibles. One of the key features that make a 1981 Lincoln penny so valuable is the possibility of a minting error. The U.S. Mint, despite its efforts, occasionally makes mistakes during the coin production process. These errors result in coins that stand out from the others and can be worth significantly more to collectors. Some of the most valuable coins come from these errors, and the 1981 penny is no exception. The two most prominent errors that can occur in a 1981 penny are the double die error and the off-center strike. A double die error happens when the design on the coin is stamped multiple times, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. For example, the word Liberty or the year 1981 could appear doubled, which makes the coin unique and highly collectible. Collectors love these coins because the double die error is relatively rare, and the more pronounced the doubling effect, the more valuable the penny becomes. Another error that increases the value of the 1981 Lincoln penny is an off-center strike. This occurs when the coin's planchet, the metal disc that is struck to produce the coin, is not properly aligned with the die. As a result, part of the coin's design is missing, or it may be struck off-center, creating a distinctive look. Off-center strikes are particularly valuable because they are not only rare but also make for visually striking coins that stand out in any collection. While most 1981 pennies are worth only 1 cent, these rare, error-struck versions are worth significantly more. Collectors and investors often seek out these unique coins because they represent an opportunity to own a piece of American history with an interesting and rare characteristic. The value of a 1981 penny can vary depending on the specific error and the condition of the coin. Coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch a higher price than those that have been worn or damaged. When it comes to the most extreme examples of 1981 pennies, the value can reach impressive heights. In fact, some collectors have reported selling 1981 Lincoln pennies with rare minting errors for as much as $88,000. Yes, $88,000 for a single penny. This staggering amount might seem unbelievable, but it's a testament to how much rare and error-struck coins can appreciate in value. The reason for these high prices lies in the rarity of these error coins and the high demand among collectors. Coins with errors, particularly those that are as rare and striking as a double die or an off-center strike, are highly coveted. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with unique features that make them stand out from the millions of regular coins that are produced each year. The more distinct and rare the error, the more valuable the coin becomes. So, if you happen to come across a 1981 Lincoln penny, take a moment to examine it closely. You could be holding a rare and valuable coin that might be worth far more than you initially thought. Whether you find a penny with a double die error or an off-center strike, or you simply have a pristine example of the 1981 coin in mint condition, you could be holding onto a treasure worth a small fortune. While most of the 1981 Lincoln pennies will continue to circulate as everyday change, a select few are destined to be valuable collector's items. And their prices will continue to rise as more collectors discover the rare, valuable coins hidden in circulation. So next time you reach into your pocket or purse, don't be so quick to discard that penny, because you might just be holding a 1981 Lincoln penny worth $88,000. Top 5. The world of coin collecting is full of exciting discoveries, and one coin that has captivated collectors' attention over the years is the 1989 Lincoln 1-cent penny. To the untrained eye, a penny might seem like just a small piece of currency that doesn't have much value. But when it comes to certain years, like the 1989 penny, you might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin can be worth a lot more than its face value. In fact, some rare versions of the 1989 Lincoln penny have sold for impressive amounts at auction, making it a highly sought-after item in the numismatic world. To understand why the 1989 Lincoln penny holds such potential value, let's first take a look at the history of the coin. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first introduced by the U.S. Mint in 1909, featuring a design of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This iconic coin has been in circulation ever since, with different variations produced over the years. The 1989 penny, just like most pennies, was part of the regular issue of 1-cent coins meant for everyday transactions. However, some unique features or errors in the minting process have made certain 1989 pennies much more valuable to collectors. What really sets the 1989 Lincoln penny apart from others is the possibility of minting errors that can dramatically increase its value. Coin collectors often seek out coins with mistakes, as these error coins are rare and often tell a unique story about the minting process. A few different types of errors are commonly found in the 1989 penny, and these errors can significantly affect the price of the coin. The most notable of these errors are double dies and off-center strikes. A double die error occurs when the design on the coin is stamped twice, resulting in a doubling of the image. This can often be seen on the date, lettering, or even parts of the design on the coin. If you have a 1989 Lincoln penny with a noticeable double die error, you may have a rare and valuable coin. Collectors are particularly interested in these coins because of the doubling effect, which makes them stand out from the regular circulation pennies. A double die error is one of the most desirable mistakes for coin collectors, and a 1989 penny with this feature can command a higher price in the market. Another error that can increase the value of a 1989 penny is an off-center strike. An off-center strike happens when the penny is not properly aligned with the minting press, causing the design to be struck in an off-center position. This error results in a coin that has a distinct, unusual appearance, with parts of the image being cut off or missing entirely. Off-center strikes are highly prized by collectors because they are rare and make the coin look completely unique. If you find a 1989 Lincoln penny with an off-center strike, you could be holding a valuable collector's item. Aside from the errors, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Just like with any collectible, the better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1989 penny without scratches, discoloration, or damage is worth much more than one that has been worn down or heavily circulated. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition can fetch a premium price, as collectors are always looking for coins in the best possible condition to add to their collections. So, how much could a 1989 Lincoln penny with these rare features be worth? While most 1989 pennies are worth just their face value of 1 cent, those with minting errors and in excellent condition can be worth significantly more. Some 1989 pennies with rare errors, like the double die or off-center strike, have been known to fetch incredible prices at auctions. In fact, a select few 1989 Lincoln pennies have been sold for as much as $72,000. Yes, you read that right. $72,000 for a single penny. This astonishing price shows just how much rare and error-struck coins can appreciate in value, and how much collectors are willing to pay for a piece of history. A coin that was originally worth just 1 cent has, over time, become a highly valuable treasure because of its rarity, unique features, and the growing interest in coin collecting. So, if you happen to come across a 1989 Lincoln penny in your pocket change, don't be so quick to dismiss it. Take a moment to examine it carefully for any signs of minting errors, such as doubling or an off-center strike. You could very well be holding on to a rare and valuable coin that could be worth far more than its original value. You just might be holding a 1989 Lincoln penny worth $72,000. Coin collecting is all about discovering hidden treasures, and you might just have a rare find in your hands.